Yo, Seemlytuber back at it again with another video. And man, um, if some of you guys don't know, there's this controversy that's going around in the YouTube community with David Dorbik and Seth Francisco, that used to be on the Vlog Squad, and pretty much their fallout. He's trying to start his own little social media company as well at the same time. So he's basically ignoring any calls from this guy to resolve this without taking it public, and it's pretty much gotten to the point where he had to go on the H3H3 podcast and pretty much expose him for doing some pretty dirty things to him, that he was pretty much told that he didn't want any parts of this. And I'm going to give my reactions. Let's go ahead and get into this. We're going to be taking some clips from Phil DeFranco show and his channel, and it's just fair use. I'm just going to be speaking my mind on what he's going over and giving my take on the situation as well.
Link down below. But the first thing that we have to talk about today is a genuine controversy and scandal that is happening in the YouTube community right now. So if you haven't seen, there are accusations that have come out against David Dorbik, Jason Nash, and kind of the general group called the Vlog Squad. Though I do also want to note that it feels weird calling everything allegations because there's literally video of some of the things. And so essentially, those uninitiated to the kind of YouTube world, David Dobrik, massive creator, people he has around him, the people he's brought up, referred to Vlog Squad. In recent weeks, several former members have gone on the H3 podcast to air their concerns and accusations. But some creators like Nick Viswani, otherwise known as Big Nick, saying that kind of the group was toxic, it was cult-like, saying he was bullied and felt forced to participate in jokes making fun of his size at his expense, which led to other people thinking they could make fun of him for those reasons as well. But from there, the accusations get far more serious. And that's because we saw former member Seth Francois coming out and saying that he was assaulted during a prank that David pulled on him with Jason Nash in 2017. As far as what is being described as a prank here, you have David asking Seth, would he be comfortable in a video kissing Corinna top? But seemingly for this vlog, as kind of a joke, Corinna would be wearing an old person mask and a costume, which Seth says, yes, he's new to the group, he wants to help David, maybe also he's open to kissing Corinna, but instead of sending out Corinna to kiss him, David puts out Jason, who was a 45-year-old man at the time. They end up actually making out for what feels like a while. It's then revealed, Corinna's over there, oh, you've been making out with Jason Nash. Everyone in the room is laughing. He's freaking out. Also,
all right, stop it right there for a second. Imagine imagine if that would have been a black person that did that to another black person. It would have been all chaos breaking loose. Imagine if that would have been a different person of color. Just imagine that. Imagine if that would have been somebody that didn't take things like that at face value at the time and just went off on him. And Francois, and sorry for messing up his name, Seth Francois, he could have been in jail for life. He could have snapped on them and he could have been in jail for life because he felt like he could violate Seth's personal space, his personal boundaries, and proceed with a type of prank that he knew that Seth wouldn't be comfortable with. He felt like he had that much power over him. And as you can hear from the start of this video, over some of the other people in the Vlog Squad, that he could just do what he wanted sometimes. He could force you into certain pranks, even if you didn't want to. He could force you into certain talks, even if you didn't want to. You were going to do what you were told. And if you said you didn't feel comfortable with doing something, he was going to trick you into it and break you down mentally. He broke this man down mentally. And let's continue with this video, bro.
It appears that most viewers at the time might have thought this was kind of another scripted segment, a fake thing, which is why we actually saw David Dorbik in the comment section saying, for the people saying this is fake, are you out of your mind? Jason Nash in the comments congratulating Seth on what he called his vlog initiation. So with all of this, you had sad saying to BuzzFeed News now, because this story has picked up more and more traction since the initial podcast, that yes, it did feel wrong at the time, but then the more that he thought about it, the worse it was. He said he ended up calling a sexual assault hotline, explaining. They said it directly to me. They said, I'm sorry you were sexually assaulted. And I broke down. I called my mother and some of my close friends, and I said, I can't believe that happened to me. This is also not the only time that Seth got tricked into kissing Jason Nash without his consent. That's around 2018. David kept asking him what it would take to make one of those videos again. But Seth kept refusing, saying he didn't like that video, that he didn't want to deal with that situation again. So then, one day, David asked Seth to be in what he thought was a beef jerky commercial. Seth's excited and thinking this is a huge opportunity. And on the set, you have people dressed like gorillas, with Seth then told to make out with one of the gorillas, who turned out to be Jason Nash. Even though David knew Seth wanted no part of it, he did it again. And this, in part, ultimately led to Seth moving out of Los Angeles, with also the jerky.
And he did it again. He felt like he had so much power, and he felt like he was above the boundaries of another person, that he just said, I'm going to do what I want. You're going to kiss that man, even if you don't like it. And when the going gets tough, when this man is coming and looking for an apology right now, you don't even have the decency. He's just trying to resolve the conflict. He didn't even want to bring this to light. He didn't even want to tell his story on how this messed with him mentally. And this man has the audacity to not even pick up the phone, answer a text. I'm telling you, I don't really talk about privilege sometimes, but the privilege and the audacity that some people have to just feel like you're better than others and feel like you're above valuing the life of another individual is just outrageous. He violated this man's personal boundaries. Serious things could have happened to David Dorbik if this would have been anyone else. Any other person of color, any other black person, any other Mexican, any other Hispanic, any other Latina, anything person of color that had a different mindset and didn't think to just laugh it off at the time could have ended up in jail for life for hurting David Dorbik, because David Dorbik felt like he was above the boundaries of another person. He was above respecting another person like a human being and respecting their boundaries and not doing a joke or a prank that this person was not comfortable with. Not doing a scene that this person was not comfortable with. You don't know how things like this affect some people's psyches. He made out with a 40-year-old man for a long amount of time. And everyone laughed at him in the room. You know what that does to someone? You know what that can do to your psyche? You know what that can do to your stability, your emotional stability? You know what that can do to you? That can break people. That can destroy you. The audacity. And I'm not going to play any more of the video, but as it stated later on in the video, he tried to contact the man before he went on the H3H3 podcast, and Seth is just ignoring his calls. And he feels like there's going to be no resolution to feeling like himself again unless he takes legal action at this point. He feels like there's no way to go from here but legal action because this man feels like he could just ignore the calls after you destroyed someone. You made this man move out of Los Angeles because you destroyed his psyche that much. And you profited off of it. You made moolah off of it. You made money. Left little comments in the comment section. Oh, y'all thought it was a joke? Nah. I really made him kiss another man. And that's not what he's comfortable with. That's not how he rolls. He's not bi. He's not gay. He's straight. And you broke that man's boundary and you made him do something that is not comfortable with him. That's not his style of life. That's just not something he wants to do. You just felt like you could just do it. I hope. And if you think I'm overreacting, okay. What if it would have been a female? What if a female would have what if it would have been a female? Yeah. What if he would have made a female that's straight kiss another female that she thought was a handsome young man that she had a crush on in the squad? How would you feel then? Everyone would want to cancel him immediately. But some people have the audacity to say they don't think this situation is serious. Violating another human being's boundaries is a serious thing. It doesn't matter if you're a man, woman, trans, LGBTQ, anything else. It doesn't matter. Violating someone's boundaries of what they're comfortable with is not okay. Some people in this world need to get that through their minds that I know there's evil people out there. I know some people don't care about others, but when a situation like this happens to you and then people don't care about your feelings or how you feel, or people tell you to suck it up when you put your story out there, then you think back to these situations when you talk down on someone when they're trying to get their closure, they're trying to move forward in their life, and this has scarred him. It's been 4 years. This has scarred him. The first incident happened in 2017. Then they did it again. Then he did it again. After he told him he didn't want to do another scene like that. He tricked him. It's not okay. That would have been me. That would have been me. That would have been anybody I know. David Dorbik wouldn't have had that video, would not have surfaced. Probably be in jail. Because some things you just don't do to some people. That man probably can't sleep at night. That man probably thinks about just how his friend, how his colleague just violated him in that way. And they laughed at him. Everyone laughed at him. Made him feel like less than a man. In some cases, you could say they tried to turn him out. They tried to buck break him. You could say that. You could say that. They humiliated him like something from the old times. That's what that reminds me of. And you don't think that's serious? Violating someone's boundaries like that? If that would have been a woman, this man would lose everything. If that would have been a woman. But because it's a man of color, we don't reserve respect like everyone else. We don't deserve to be respected. We don't deserve to have our boundaries met and upheld. But yeah, that's all I got for this one, man. I hope this man gets his closure. I hope his story is heard by everyone. I hope that he's met with the comfort and he's met with the closure that he needs in his life to move forward, because this is unacceptable. We cannot have situations like this in society. We have enough going on. We have enough with the left and the right can't meet, and we can't come together to a middle ground. And then you have things like this that people just feel like, yeah, it's not a big deal. Like, you were forced to kiss a man and you didn't want to do something like that. And then he did it again. After you told him you didn't want to do another scene like that, he forced you into another one and tricked you and broke your psyche so much you had to leave California. But yo, that's all I got for this one. Make sure y'all hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Check out my other content. Man, I got a little emotional. I got a little hype on this one. Yo, I'm really passionate about this. This is not okay, man. This is not okay. This is not okay. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. That's how serious I am about a situation like this. But yo, that's all I got for this one. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Seemlytuber out. Peace.